Hey everyone, welcome to session 20 of Resident Evil Regeneration. As you can see, we have everyone here minus Hales. Hales will be with us shortly in the session. We had to record this at a separate date and they unfortunately weren't available. But let's go ahead and pick up right where we left off. Dominic, could you please take the reins?
Gladly. As the bloodied hand, now actually clutching the ever still beating heart of Julia in its palm, is lifting her up off the ground, you notice that the face of Dr. Warren Abbott of Harbinger is now covered in blood. You see it dripping down his mouth, going through the hole in his chest, before you notice there's almost a shift in the air as you all kind of blink, and you see, looking back, it's almost like that's not Warren Abbott. That's not even a person. That's something else. As you behold something else now. There's just flame that erupts and immediately incinerates Julia's body until there's nothing left but a skull that drops into his hand. As suddenly you see this huge 7-8 foot tall, almost mechanical monstrosity in its place. There are beady red eyes that glow out, a face that almost looks hollow and yet whole, almost like how a Nazgul would look, but with features. There is still that white lab coat, seemingly the same, but suddenly like 8 spider-like arms shoot out from the back as this horrid monstrosity is there. As this figure just looks up, there is a flash before you are not sure what's going on. You look up and you suddenly beheld a sky that is colored red. It is as if everything that is turned blue up above you is now completely just crimson, almost as if the sky itself is bleeding. And as you look directly at this figure who now seemingly stands in midair above you, defying the laws of physics.
Come, my minions. Let us feast and purge this realm.
Roll initiative.
You think?
I rolled a 3.
I don't have access to that macro.
It's combat turn.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's that with a reflex, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be a 13, right?
Ooh. Ooh. As is normal, Ray goes first by a mile.
It is expected.
Real quick to describe, you see that, was it 50 feet up, Tommy?
Give me 1 second. I'm doing the other initiatives.
Check if it's in the notes. Yeah, 50 feet. So you guys notice that Harbinger, now in this huge mechanical monstrosity form, is 50 feet up, and you all feel that your vision is almost slightly blurry. Like, as you're kind of looking over everything, it's not quite like you're seeing double or quite like you're dizzy, but it's just something where everything looks wrong. Just everything is wrong, and you're not sure exactly what it is. If there's like some sort of holograms, or if it's the chips in your head affecting all of this. But clearly, your perception is being warped by all of this. It's not affecting you negatively, at least not right now. But clearly, there is some larger warping effect going on here.
The chip or something is distorting how we see the world.
Yep. And then I gotta look at Anna's sheet.
What? Am I not there?
Have you added yourself?
I already
to
did. I
think you might have
I hit the button.
Yeah.
You might have got deleted.
You gotta remember to click your character as well.
I did.
No,
It was on there. I saw it on there.
I think it got deleted by Tommy. By accident.
I put it. My bad.
I had a
Just put your
13 out of
number
10.
back in.
Well,
Just change it to
yeah, just tell
13.
everybody.
I did.
What about me then?
Fuck you.
I put yours back in.
He needs to change his to 13 as well. Which would be It's a battle
never-
between who has the higher mod.
They never added the
You're at the very bottom, man. Well, not quite the very bottom
Is-
now.
isn't
Anakin's
it
at the
like-
bottom.
isn't that like with reflex though?
You
Yeah,
have
it's
to add
plus your
reflex, but you
reflexes.
have to input.
So okay.
So
yeah,
you've
I
got
would've
a
done
13, and your modifier is higher than Dom's, from what I can see at least.
Yeah, because his is a +8, mine is a +10.
So those two need to be switched. Just put like 13.1 next to yours.
I just put it right underneath. Alright. Let me go ahead and delete Julia. She no longer exists. Literally. Anywho. First up, Ray.
I have to roleplay this. Ray topples onto his knees. There's a mix of confusion, shock, tears start sort of rolling down as he tries to mouth the word Julia, but the voice cannot catch the words and grasp what has happened.
You notice for a second as your eyes are blinking, you look down, you look back up, and suddenly that skull that was in Harbinger's hand is now on the ground right in front of you. And then you blink again. It's not a skull. It's Julia's face. It's actually her head, but she is just a head, bleeding from the neck. She just mutters, "Why didn't you save me?"
That's his turn. I had my turn, peas and shock.
Oh, you guys are fucked.
I'm sorry guys, but that's the right thing to do.
Hey, I'm not doing anything mechanical yet.
So Aaron's gonna see this happen, and then he's just gonna go.
Oh yeah, you all see the same like the same illusion or perception or whatever it is. You're all hearing those same words.
And then he's gonna pop off one of those revolver shots upward. Which is gonna probably not be a hit, but you know, it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
That would be far range, so that's a no. Let me do the second. Yeah, because isn't like far range past like 30 meters? He's over 50 feet up.
I think so.
Hold on, I'll find
50
it.
feet
We
would
can-
be only I don't know the meters on that.
50 feet
so-
would be about 13 meters.
13 meters, yeah.
No, sorry.
Okay.
That'd be 40 feet. It'd be like 22
Yeah.
meters. Good. No, sorry. 16 meters. There we go. Jesus.
Let's call it an
Right,
even
right.
15 and let's just call it 15. Let's call it 15.
Yeah.
Man. How many 50s you want?
Apologies, we are dumb brutish Americans.
You guys.
Yeah.
All right. So Aaron will
got
basically
no
go up and aim his revolver straight up at Harbinger, and then basically pops it. Then you pretty much see the bullet fly up, then just disintegrate as though it hits through a barrier that wasn't there before.
And you actually see that ripple out, almost as if everything, like, there's almost an invisible ceiling across the entirety of everything above you, 50 feet up, that just ripples out.
And then he'll end his turn by saying, "That's some hoopty shit right there." Alright, Vivian's gonna go, and she hears a noise and is gonna head this way, and that's her turn. Gen, you're up.
I have no way of reaching him and no weapons to do as such. Noticing that Vivian has heard something, I'm gonna try and listen out for it too.
You do have Ray emotionally broke right in front of you. That's all I'm gonna say is
That's true. In that case, Gen is going to rush over to Ray. Ray, it's not there. That bastard killed her. Wake up, and let's fucking break his skull in.
Is that a request for a roll? Or is that a
Yeah, you can request a roll.
leadership?
I do have some leadership.
Well, if you feel
That's
like you can take
22.
charge. 22?
Yeah.
I guess
get some-
roll me an empathy roll, Ray, and we'll see how you do.
8.
Considering he's only got a +5, that's not great, but not the worst he
Horrible.
could have rolled.
So, obviously, Gen is the higher roll, and his words are seeping into your head. For character effect, you can decide how much that structures to your 8 and how much that starts to get to Ray.
Alright. Okay. Ray's gonna hear that, and he's gonna sort of close his eyes. She's dead. And he's gonna let out a scream before he punches the ground.
As you give that punch, the image of her bleeding, severed head shifts just into that skull there that rolls onto its side.
And
With that, do you like start to get up?
he starts to sort of slowly get up, but he doesn't speak.
Gen's basically gonna, as you start to get him, grab under your arm and help pull you up.
He says nothing back.
Come on, brother. And then glares up at you because I can't attack you yet.
The melee boys are suffering.
Alright, so Annika's gonna go, and she's gonna dump 2 shots out her AK.
Definitely got some range. Though I can't decipher what the fuck the range is for these things.
25, and then let me roll the second. Alright, so both of those hit. Roll. $24. Same thing happens where you just see the 2 shots basically go up into it, and the barrier kind of goes like that where it ripples. And then Annika's gonna end her turn by basically getting behind this gazebo here for cover. Then Ivo's gonna hear the same thing as Vivian and then run up to cover that flank. Alex, you up?
After this whole new twisting development, Alexander is oddly calm and is trying to like figure out how to see if there's a way for him to be able to manipulate the perception of what he's saying right now, because as last session he has been able to he has tried somewhat, but like he wants to try again.
Roll me an intelligence roll.
A 12. I rolled a 2 plus 10.
Okay, so even with that low of a roll versus your skill, you would know that what you're seeing here is very much more within your sphere, and you have the feeling that you're not limited by a device to use your skills here.
Repeat that again.
So, with your 12, you can pretty much know that what you're seeing here is very techie oriented, and within like your hacker abilities, but you have the slight suspicion that you don't need any actual equipment to use that.
Okay, then Alexander would with that intuition that he has, he'll tap into it, like imagining that it was a computer like in front of him, but not, and see if he can, like manipulate it.
Contested interface rolls, boys.
Let's go.
Would I get interface modifiers due to the fact that I have my memories?
I'm gonna argue no, because we're pretty early on in the fight and you're just putting this together.
Okay. Roll the 23.
If I click interface, it'll automatically add the intelligence too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
If you click a skill, it will automatically add everything to it.
Dope. 30.
So close.
Wasn't too far away.
I will be honest, that wasn't that close, my friend.
7 points off. I still count it as close.
Yeah, honestly, without any bonuses, you need a crit and he needs to roll a natural 1.
Shh.
It's fine. I'll just do like
Alex.
15 actions.
When you do that, you can kind of see the color of the barrier that's now a soft blue starting to turn red, yellow, and like warp and glitch a bit. Then it starts to destabilize as you see like bits of it dematerialize, feeling that you have done at least something to it, but you don't know how much or what.
And just as you start to get a little bit of grip on that material, you see immediately the 2 glowing red eyes of Harbinger lock directly on you as almost harshly the barrier stabilizes back into just clear invisibility.
I mean, okay.
Little did we know, we actually needed multiple hackers.
Little
Alex,
did I know.
why do you upgrade interface more? JK, you've done as much as you can.
You don't give me the ability to power game, Tommy. You don't give me the ability to power game.
Harb, you're up.
All right.
Unless
So,
if you're doing more.
firstly,
Are you doing more, Kevin? No. Okay.
oh yeah, okay. So firstly, where's my friends?
Coming.
I thought they'd be here on round 1.
They're coming. Just calm down. They
All right
will
then.
be here very
Well,
soon.
Let's start with the first action. Let's go ahead and do. Let's do a brain chip pulse. So, 2x4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so everybody in this here. So all the players, we're going to roll things. So
fun.
this is going to be. You're going to roll a save using either a tech ability, so like interface or something like that, or some sort of psychic defense ability. So this is all mental.
So intelligence.
Yes.
Just straight
And
intellect.
then I forget, is this a save or is this an attack, Tommy?
It is a save against what you roll here.
Okay,
so
so
you're gonna
let me
roll
just go ahead and
yours,
roll
and
the-
then they're gonna roll their reflex
Yep,
or
I'll go ahead and roll the-
intelligence.
Could I-
Interface. Whoop.
Could I argue?
37 is
Could
your
I
DC.
argue with my combat sense? Maybe help with this for the merge notice.
I
or no?
will allow combat sense on this.
With intelligence.
I mean, there's literally no
I
way for
said-
me to beat that. But
I said reflex or intelligence.
Okay.
could I argue for resisting torture and drugs?
I'm fine with that.
Like I said, there's literally no way for me to beat this, but yeah, you know, that's a lot closer than I was expecting.
Oof.
And Ray?
Alright.
23.
He
Ray,
rolled
Ray.
23.
Oh, so not Ray, Alex.
Oh, me too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said all the players.
Okay,
You guys
interface.
bunched up right in the perfect range.
So that's interface for me, right?
Yes,
If I
it would be
wanted to.
Unless you have something better.
Is she in there as well?
No, Annika is not in it.
I mean, unless we
It is
want
a
to argue.
2x4 square. Well, 2x4 rectangle.
No, I don't think programming would help with it.
Yeah, I'd allow programming.
What about awareness notice? Would that be allowed or would that be a no?
No, awareness notice is not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, programming is okay though.
If it was allowed, that would be the one that I roll. But,
I know, right?
Same.
With 27.
27. Okay, so so nobody crit failed, correct?
no.
No one crit
Okay.
failed, so
So
that
on a
would be
fail,
one.
everybody go ahead and roll. What is the die you roll to determine the random body part?
You would just roll a body part roll on your sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody roll a body part roll, please.
Chest.
Okay,
Left leg.
and Alex.
Right leg.
All right, all of you are going to take the following damage, and
I'm guessing this bypasses armor.
Tammy.
You can reduce it by half with your armor.
Okay. Damn, I wish you hit me in the legs.
Only 7. So it's going to be 3 damage after armor, and your armor reduces by 1 in whichever slot it is in.
Where is armor at again?
Your armors.
Armor
It's right
is-
under your
is your very bottom.
Power, Peter. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
at the bottom of the sheet.
like SP, head, chest, right arm, left arm, blah blah blah. It's right down there. So you reduce whatever it is by 1, and then you're going to take 3 wounds.
And then reduced by
And-
your body modifier.
Is it reduced by body, Tommy?
I'm trying to remember the formula. It's been a
No,
while.
I mean,
since
is
I've read
this damage reduced by body?
no, because it's purely mental.
Ah, in that case.
And
So
then
wait,
also,
so- The SP, would that be like... What? The SP is our armor, right?
yes.
Yes.
See?
So if
You can use up to half of your armor.
I don't have armor there.
Your basic clothing is considered 10.
Oh, then I'll... 6. I'll take 1 damage then.
I think
No. Remember, your armor only reduces the total damage by half. So you're gonna. So everyone's taken 3. Period.
3, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the armor did half. If in that case, then I need to add 1 more.
Right, Tommy?
Yeah, armor reduces the damage by half, but
For these
body
attacks.
type doesn't matter because it's mostly mental.
And you guys are lucky because the recharge on that is going to recharge after 4 rounds.
So as you see this, when Harbinger does this, you can feel almost the intensity as you hear a static and a blurring in your head and throughout your body. Then you can see your limbs kind of writhe and twist as you see like smoke pouring out of like Harbinger's orifices, limbs, and everything. Like that took a lot of energy to do. And then you now hear moaning coming from here and here. So let me add some tokens, and then we will do round 2.
Wins. Wait, I'm not done yet with my round.
Well, I'm still adding the tokens, so you can keep
I know.
going.
So in the meantime, that was action number 1. Action number 2, I'm going to go ahead and do a teleport. So this will be -3. Because it is the second action. 52, I think that's enough to just get like down south here, right? If I want to
Yeah.
get like down here.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to add 1 more token. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'd be enough.
Okay. Then third action. Third action, I'm going to go ahead and use change terrain. So you notice as Harbinger's hands reach out, suddenly it almost seems like there's these tiny red strands coming from his fingertips and from the 8 legs around him, as it's almost like he's moving a whole bunch, like puppeteering something. As suddenly you feel the ground start to quake itself, and you all notice droplets of liquid start to fall from the sky and such, and you feel them impact. They actually seem to be somewhat tangible, or maybe you perceive them as tangible, you're not sure. But as you look down, they're a bit sticky, it's raining blood. Just as that happens, basically the changed terrain is going to Tommy create a wall, just as the ground itself is shaped and morphed, pulled up right in, let's say, a line like so. It's now like maybe like a 20, 30 foot tall wall just there, just of the ground reshaped and morphed up in this amalgamation of a stone.
Would I be able to interfere with that?
You can find out on your turn.
And
Wait, does that take an action?
yes,
He did say it was a third action.
Just doesn't
third action, but
require-
it wasn't like affecting anybody, so just doing. I don't know. Do you want me to roll for that, Tommy, or?
I guess just roll me an interface, don't crit. So
I'll get
it'll be
minus
what,
6,
minus-
31, yeah.
minus 6.
And then last thing, because I can only do that. Let's buff some zombies, because why not? So I'll go one more interface at a -9. 27, is that enough?
I'm gonna say just enough.
Okay.
So roll me a 1d4. Two.
Let's add 2 more zombies. Oh, love it. Let's add 2 more zombies right here and here as they crawl up out of the ground. Neep and neep.
Got it.
And that is my turn.
Alright. Fresh initiative. Don't do it now. I'm deleting the current rack. Okay, go.
Holy crap, you rolled low.
That's not one. The only way Chris would get beat me is with a nat 10.
Yeah. You basically, in order for me to beat you in initiative, we've got to do the same thing that has to be done to beat Dom in interface.
Yeah.
All right, it's in this one. Tommy, I rolled one on the sheet. I forgot that it was on the combat turns, but I got a 27.
Wait, what?
I'll fix it.
How'd you get a 27?
It was a plus. I don't know.
When did you get plus 10 to your initiative?
Yeah. Outside reflex.
I'll take that off and just add
Yeah.
17.
So that would be a
instead.
17.
Oh, you used the initiative skill and gave yourself a 10 modifier for reflex, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, your reflex got added in twice there, that's why. Because it automatically adds your reflex when you use the skill.
Okay, so it's 17.
Yeah, I'm fixing that now.
Still a respectable roll, but not quite so amazing.
Still
Alright,
higher than
Ray.
Harbinger.
Ray, you're up.
Okay, Ray's gonna look at the situation. He's gonna look, turn to again. Zombies are a big guy.
See if Hacker Boy can break you away into the asshole. I'll handle a small fry.
Let me at least take care of one of them and I'll go. So, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a one move action. I'm going to attack this guy. I'm going to attack him with a kick. So, I'm going to aim for the head. So that's how much was the aim action like
It's minus
penalty?
4.
Minus 4.
Yeah,
on
for aiming
head.
for the head, it's minus 4, so it's
Minus
minus
4,
7.
minus 7 plus 2 because of capoeira style, so it's minus 5. 25 to hit on the zombie.
That'll hit. Well, let me roll.
Yeah,
his
well, yeah,
evasion
defense.
because it's melee.
Yeah, it needs to be rolled because it can affect how much damage is done.
I forget that kick is a d6, right? For damage?
Yes.
Yep.
The d6 plus your
Plus my
capoeira.
capoeira, plus my body, which is 10.
Yeah.
I'm doing 19 damage times 2 would be 38.
Yep, 38.
Yeah.
38 to the head. So Ray, you hop over and then basically knee the zombie in the chest, then basically throw your leg up and basically decapitate this zombie, killing it.
Alright.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, and I'm going to then do another action just to move. Moving down there.
Roll a reflex minus. That would be 6.
Probably one more. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because move, attack, then move.
Does athletics come into play or just reflex?
Does what come into play? You cut
Athletics.
Athletics.
Or is it just reflex?
out athletics. I said it. I said it was athletics.
Ah, okay. I didn't hear it right.
But yeah, I don't flex as well.
22.
22. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Gen, you're up.
Gonna move to here. And then, I'm so inspired, I'll follow suit. Swift kick to the head.
The Kick Brothers are on the move.
Yeah. Let's see, where is my skill in here?
I know that you guys are doing like your specific martial arts, but in my head, I'm just hearing "This is Sparta" over and over and over, like spam attacks.
Get down the hole.
Just
That's
this
a
is
28.
Sparta. It's this is Sparta.
Character sheet.
Wouldn't be smart. This is martial arts.
Roll 20. Work, please. Okay, there it goes.
Never.
I don't know why it rolled twice, but we'll go if the 20 still win.
It doesn't matter. It's a 23 doubled straight to the head.
But you only had a -3.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. That I did say directly to the head. Like I was following suit with that. I
okay.
forgot to add in.
So same thing happens. You can describe how you eviscerate this thing.
Gen runs in, seeing the way Ray does it, and just follows suit because it works so well. So it's just gonna be jump and then high kick straight to that, crushing it in the skull.
You do, and then it just kind of collapses down onto the ground in front of you. And then Aaron goes, high five.
Yep, yeah, high five him. And then say to him, why don't you help the others with the little surprise I gave you? I'll handle these 4.
Alright.
And then final action, I'm taking the dodge action.
What are you dodging?
It's basically a readied stance to.
Oh, you're
dodge.
holding it in wait.
Yes.
Alright.
Unlike
Alex,
someone, I'm not
you're
just
up.
gonna take 4 action. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. As Alexander would try to, after succeeding somewhat on his second try manipulating the chips or whatever, he would try again and see if he could wrestle some control from Harbinger.
Yes, contested interface again, and because you have a better idea of what you're doing, +3.
Do you want me to add the penalty from all my actions last round, or?
Defenses
no,
and
because we
offenses are
haven't.
different.
Okay.
Yeah.
If-
Defense,
if-
you won't have any minus.
If Ray had gotten the ability to attack you and you dodged, then you'd have the -3, but defenses are on like a second tracker or something.
41.
Doesn't matter.
God damn.
Doesn't matter.
Alright, so while you don't break it down, you can see that it does make just enough of a hole in this wall for someone to squeeze through.
God damn it. And then Alexander would position himself over here, like over here. So you can have a better view of the zombies, so you can shoot at them with the arrows that he has.
Okay. Harbin, are you going to shoot, or are you just ending your turn right there?
I'm ending my turn right there.
Coolio. Harbinger, you're up.
3 rounds left on the brain chip pulse.
Cooldown.
In the meantime, let's begin with so now I have a -3 because I did the opposed interface.
No, now it's reset
No.
because you're on offense again.
Okay. And then from here, I will have further penalties based on what I do.
Yes, every action
Basically,
past this
think of
first one.
Yeah, basically think of your action as an isolated turn. There, you have no negatives until you start on there, and then after you end your turn, it's reset again. 'Cause
Gotcha.
you'll be
Okay.
on defense again.
So then let us begin by doing a player debuff. So, let's roll for the interface. 30. All right. So
Roll me a 1d4, tell me which one you get.
Uno.
Alright. Then I guess roll me another 1d4 and that'll pick who gets this debuff that I'm about to throw.
4.
Again, you lose half your movement next turn.
Well, that's okay. My enemy should be coming to me, so...
All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, we're going to buff some zombies again, because why the fuck not?
-3.
Yup. 32.
32, yeah.
And number 3, that is going to be... Ooh, they get a plus 1d10 to their attacks this round.
So nice!
And, what? That's what I want to do. I've already done a change terrain.
You're so good.
Actually, Tommy, should I roll a check to see if I noticed Alex success there?
Roll me an awareness notice, and then you're gonna add another -2 on top of your -6, so that'll be a -8.
3?
23. You can notice that the wall was affected in about like here or here, but you don't quite just see the hole yet.
Okay. I will go ahead and use the 3rd to change shape. But that'll be at -6, right?
No, that'd be at -9, because you...
Yeah, that'd be
Did the
-9.
25. I don't necessarily know where it is, so I'm just trying to patch the whole wall. I might miss it though.
You considering that I said the minimum for you to do a terrain shift is a 27, that's not good enough.
All right. So I go ahead. The wall almost crumbles back up and looks satisfied, and I'm just going ahead and let's stop there.
Alright, so now we go to Vivian. She's gonna basically go up here and basically brawl this zombie. Let me pull up her sheet. Do.
Just you wait, I'll get there. I'll be able to take control from you.
Alright, so
Assume
she
control.
rolls. Yeah, let me just go ahead and minimize that sheet. And
Oh,
then,
damn.
Yeah, I'm having her fence with her guitar.
I'm not sure I'd call that fencing, but sure.
I meant to have it as brawling, accidentally put it as fencing, so we're just gonna go with that for this session.
So, Tommy, I guess you could say Vivian really is rocking that zombie's world.
Oh, I see what you did there. Hardy har har.
It's fine, I'm just gonna roll with it.
And then
Oh,
the
that
zombie
is
gets a
beat by 10.
1d10. Well, he gets the 1d10 this turn.
Isn't that just his attacks?
That's right, that's right. So yeah,
Yeah.
Vivian basically...
No, it's everything. Is everything? I said shut up.
Yeah,
You said
shut up.
for only a time.
Everyone shut
I
up.
remember that.
No, it's everything.
Everyone shut up.
Everything.
It is just attacks. Back to the game. So,
The fact that that says zombie type 1 means there's more than one type.
well, duh. Have
Yeah.
you ever played any Resident Evil, my guy?
Yeah, there's
Alright, so 10. Chris, roll me a body part.
Chest.
Chest. So she pretty much hits that one there, and then that does 8 damage to his chest. Then you see the zombie kind of just start to stumble as though it's stunned. And then Vivian's going to use her last action to back away 2 squares, which let me roll her in athletics -9.
Wouldn't it only be -6? She's only taking 2 actions: move forward and attack.
Well, she moved. Yeah, she moved forward, then attacked, then moved back.
Yeah, so that
that
would be
I
-6.
should have. Well, when movement at first have been in action, I should have had a -3 on.
I mean, that wouldn't have affected it. It still beats it by just 10.
It'd still have been the
but-
same roll, but I'm saying like it was 3 actions in total.
Yeah, but the first action you don't have minus, then you get a -3, and then you get a -6.
Okay, good enough. And then Annika's gonna basically take her AK and do a called shot on that one's head. 18, that's still within close range, so that hits. Okay, times 2, that's 24. You just see one bullet come out the AK, then that one's head kind of explode as the zombie's jaw falls over and it slumps over.
Oh, babies.
Delete. And that'll be Annika's turn. Aaron's gonna use his turn to get here. And that's all he's gonna really be able to do. And then Ivo's gonna go up and Capoeira the front zombie by sweeping it.
Just a note: sweep does not do damage.
No, he's just trying to knock it prone so it knocks the other 2 prone behind it.
Okay.
Alright, let me roll its escape. Dodge escape. It's in its horde, so it gets +2. No good. So it basically knocks this one and that one prone. And then Ivo's going to go 1, 2, 3 to make a gap. Athletics would be under body, right?
Reflex is athletics.
And with the -6, that would be, that's
5.
Yeah, that would be a 5. So Ivo fails, and the zombie's able to trip him right here, and he falls over. Alright, zombies up. So these 4 are going to go 1, 2, 4, and they're all gonna basically go again. Bite. And the horde, they get +2. Let me roll 1d10. 4. Not good enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll all 4 of the attacks because they're only doing 1 each, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep rolling the 4 attacks, just in order they are, whichever's. That's not actually a fumble. That's a crit and then a 1.
All right.
So it just doesn't make the distinction. That one wasn't that great.
All right, so that'd be a 24, not good enough, and then we'll see if this last one actually. Well, that'd be 3, so there'd be one more after this one, right?
Let's see.
I've rolled 2 zombie attacks, so yeah, there'd
so
be one
there's
more
2
after
more.
this one. Submit. 22. This one might actually bite you again.
Not likely. It needs to beat a 35.
Oh, that was already
You
your
rolled a
earlier roll.
24. That was the earlier one. I rolled a 21.
But you
then
rolled
3.
four
No,
times.
I
against
rolled a
you.
36, a 33, a 35, and a 24.
I know, and Tommy has only rolled twice, so this is against the.
This is against
35?
35.
Yeah, this isn't got the 35. True. Okay.
6. No dice. Let me roll the final attack. And this one's against the 24.
Yes.
3. So this
Guaranteed
one's
to hit.
likely to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it's
guaranteed
almost
hit.
certain to.
It's impossible.
Like,
to miss.
unless if this is a fumble.
Oh wait, no, defender wins.
it's
Defender wins.
Yeah,
10.
No, that
So that's a
hits.
33.
Well, hang on,
Yeah,
no, that explodes. That 10 explodes, right?
Yep.
Does it? Does
Yeah,
the extra
all 10s
because a lot of
explode.
extras don't. Like extra damage doesn't explode.
Not damage though.
This is hit.
Alright.
Yeah, it's 2 hit, not damage. So,
Damn it.
yeah, 34.
Does it beat it by 10?
That does beat it just by 10.
So that would mean double
That
Do you
means
treat
plus
over 10 like a
1.
crit?
That means plus 1
Okay.
die, not double. Do you need me to roll a place or
Roll body part.
right arm?
So you take 8 into the right arm.
Which means I take nothing into the right arm because my arm is strong enough to defend it.
So armor reduces
yeah.
by 1.
Yeah, my armor did reduce by 1, but no
Wait,
damage
that was
was done.
And
plus
then-
1 damage you said? Or plus another d6?
Plus 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a 3 and a 5.
Or if like if he rolled a d10, then it would be plus 1d10. It's plus 1
Yeah.
die, whatever your dice is.
Got it.
Coolio, these 3 are going to kill their turn to get back up, and that's all that they're really going to be able to do because of low intelligence. And then you hear more as you see another 5 zombies come out of the 3 different entrances. New wave.
When we click on the combat turns, it doesn't include our reflex, right?
I thought it adds the reflex auto-magically.
No.
So I have to add that then, right?
Yes, you add the plus 10. Combat turns does not add it for you.
Okay.
Nor this green little dot that was on
Alright, so
the.
let me just add the 10 to these guys.
Let me move drawing stuff. It's quite annoying.
Alright. Descending order. So we should be good now. Ray, you're up.
Alright, so quick question on Harbinger. Is he still floating in the air or is he on the ground?
Yes, he is still floating in the air, but you do have that wall in front of you. Depends how high up it goes.
It goes 30 feet up, and then there's another 20 feet gap to hit the hit basically where it looks like the invisible floor is.
Alright,
I'll let you
that's a
teleport
hurl.
it down. That's why you made the wall.
No, I made the wall in preparation.
Okay, I have an idea.
Delay.
So, this is a hole that was created by Alex, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna move and squeeze through it, if I can.
Yeah. Just roll me an athletics.
Athletics I will give you, my man. Oof, it's a fumble.
And that is
Oh.
actually
Yeah,
just
that's
a
a
one.
true. That's a true fumble. So 1d100.
Toe.
I have a request.
So you. I will listen to this before I make my ruling.
Can the wall collapse on him?
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
say
Only blood.
I'm gonna say no because I feel like that's a little harsh.
I don't know what
I
it
mean,
would
it's-
entail, but
It's only blood. Like, what would it even do? Yeah, it's a lot of blood, but it's not.
Oh yeah, so I guess the wall can kind of like cave in around you as you go through, and the blood just kind of makes like a puddle
It just
that spreads out,
maybe it's
and
like
your
makes
vision
him
kind
slip.
of gets distorted. Yeah, I'd say it gets in your eyes all over you, and it does make you slip and fall on the ground.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so I'm knocked prone.
Dom, please delete your wall.
Dom moves on the side so you can actually know that.
ability to delete.
Just
We'll just highlight it all
just
and then
go
just
over all
delete.
of it and then just turn it to transparent.
I mean, you can also just
It's-
click on
it's-
delete. Should work.
I can delete
yeah.
it. I also deleted myself.
Put yourself back on the map, boy.
Oh, what is the 17? It's nowhere to be seen.
There you go.
God damn it.
I don't know why Roll20 never lets me delete my stuff. Like,
Roll
legit,
20's
like-
jank. We know this.
Apologies.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look through like because if I heard correctly, if I'm correctly, martial arts you can technically use it to get back from prone. Am I right or wrong on that?
I mean, your capoeira probably, most martial arts probably not.
I would say just for capoeira, I'd allow that.
Having done capoeira, yes, it can.
Yeah, if it's not, can I use like basic capoeira to try to like get back on my feet without having to use an action.
Sure.
-3 because I took an action already. Minus more because of my blindness.
Yeah, I'd say add another -2.
Right, so is the wall still there or is it gone?
The wall's
It's
gone.
gone. It collapsed and covered Ray in blood.
23.
So yeah, with a 23, you can flip yourself back up. Your vision's still blurred.
All right. Apologies. Do I even? No, I can't do that. Fuck! I want to do something stupid. Can I pull out? God damn it. Can I put one of my dumbbells, like a light dumbbell, and throw it out? As an improvised throwing weapon?
You were carrying around just random dumbbells?
This man's ready for practice at all times.
Yeah, we're carrying him around.
You found my
If
one
you
weakness.
actually-
You found my one
If-
weakness. The weakness of all scientists: exercise.
No.
We just start doing squats.
I'm compelled.
Not leg day.
Even
If
with
you
8 spider legs, you can't do it because you're a scientist.
Oh.
If you actually have a dumbbell in your inventory, I will allow this.
Yeah, no, I did have some I think I picked up some of my dumbbells from like when I went to my room, picked up some stuff. So if I can use that, it's
So
like
you
a
can carrying around.
Okay.
Well, no, like
You know what?
dumbbells,
Just go ahead and roll me an athletics -6 -2, so 8.
19.
I mean, how far is the range of a dumbbell?
Is it 15
I
meters?
guess.
This is so dumb. I'm sorry. Well, no, this throwing is 10. It's 10
You
meters
know
to my
what?
body.
You know what? Purely because this is Resident Evil and insanity's known to happen, I'm gonna say you actually see the dumbbell go up and hit the barrier. Roll me 2d6.
I have an actual request. Could he potentially actually go past through the barrier because like I haven't like modded it for dumbbells or whatever?
It would hit your right arm.
Could it?
I guess roll me a dodge escape if we're gonna let this go.
I don't
through
wanna.
barrier.
I'm not looking at him. Like I'm completely not focused.
So 2d6 damage.
Also, ranged weapons don't. You just try to hit the DC, not the.
Yeah. I'm trying to do DC, which I think his range is like one. It's like 1/4 long range. Is like what 15 feet, so I beat it. If it's that long.
Yeah.
Because the throwing range
Yes.
is usually 10 meters times that body, which is 10, so it's 100. So I throw it and I do 2d6. Do I add my body type for damage for throwing weapons? Just to confirm.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I really
I don't.
think you do. So
Okay, alright,
10. What's your stopping power, my guy?
More than that. So
Yeah.
I take one to my armor as there is just Ray goes up.
Can you just be like maniacally laughing when the
Yes.
dumbbell just like hits you?
Yeah. So what happens is so it doesn't actually hit me. What happens? The dumbbell flies up. Yeah. just as I'm doing this laughing, the dumbbell flies up above me. I don't even notice. As I actually get caught in my right hand as slams my wrist onto the ground. As I just look down at Ray, look at the dumbbell. Are you? Like, I just look confused, and I just go ahead and there's a quick flash of the red eyes as you all just see the blue like barrier appears, and there's this giant cross sign with a dumbbell on it. It has been modded.
Oh, Alexander sees this.
Everyone, anything that's not bolted to the floor, just start chucking it up.
Oh my god. He
Jen just like looks up like, what the fuck?
and
that's when he gets bit by like the zombie.
yeah. Just using a bit, like you barely even notice it because you see Harbinger actually look down and go, I know, right?
How long have you been carrying that thing?
Ever since I went to my room and I picked my stuff.
This
I've
man
been a
is
whole
always
day.
ready for lift day.
Harbinger just looks down and just goes,
Why? Why did I invite you here?
I'm just a bystander, you fuck.
Okay. As hilarious as that is, we're gonna go to Aaron's turn.
You're welcome, guys. I'm happy I'm the entertainment here for tonight's session.
hey, you reduced my right arm armor by 1. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
Aaron's gonna go here,
Oh.
and then he's gonna roll a pistol shot on the one that just bit again, which is this one.
Which one?
Yeah, that one. That would be -3. 16. That would be just enough because that's mid-range for the pistol. Oh wait, is mid 20 or 15?
Mid is 20, but that's not mid-range for the pistol.
Okay.
That is 1/3 of mid. Mid-range is somewhere out here.
Guns are weird, guys.
Yeah, and
So that would be a 20.
damn.
Roll me a body part. Well, it's a Magnum. You guys aren't going to get much ammo for it.
It's right leg. Just kneecap
Yes.
somebody.
Yeah, it has no stopping power. So again, as it bites down, you just hear a pistol shot go off as you just see the right leg basically blow off from the knee down as it collapses in front of you. Still alive, screeching.
There are penalties for fighting prone.
Yep.
I don't remember them, but I know they're there.
Okay, so I believe Harbinger's up next.
Okay, 2 rounds left. There's no wall anymore. Let's go ahead and begin by buffing zombies.
Buff yourself, please.
35. 3 is going to be another plus 1d10 to attacks this round.
Yep.
Then we're going to Port of Tellas. Ooh, 25 for teleport.
Yeah, I'll let that one go. Because
Okay.
it's not as intensive as terrain shifting.
Yes, and then we'll go zoop. And then, so that was 1, 2. For number 3, let's debuff players.
And so minus
Ooh,
6.
26. I included that. Only 26? Probably not enough.
I'm gonna say just shy.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it be the same difficult.
Yeah, so
Well,
27
it's
is our minimum.
Yeah, 27's your minimum for debuffing
And
players.
then, because why the fuck not? Let's try one more terrain shift.
So that'd be a -9.
Yep, not quite enough as well.
Yep.
So, just the like, Harbinger starts to begin like his terrain shifting and going to debuff players after he gets his zombies active, but it's still just like he just keeps double ticking back to that damn dumbbell, and he's just like, I don't even. He's just too distracted by thinking back to the damn dumbbell that he can't focus properly.
I like to
That is
imagine
gonna be
it
his turn.
in his hand. He's been so dumbfounded that he's forgotten to drop it.
Yeah, like every time he goes to do like the big puppeteer motion, he's like, oh, fuck, right, that's there. Oh, I should. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna prioritize the real player over Vivian, so Alex, you're up.
Okay,
His
Same.
mind is distracted. Now is the time.
which is obviously what he's gonna do. He's gonna Russell control, or like any way he can mess up more of Harbinger's rhythm, and like throw it into disarray, so he can still continue fight for more control.
Okay, contested interfaces. I'm gonna say because he's distracted and you know what you're doing now, you can up it to a +8.
Ooh.
And am I rolling just flat?
Yeah, you're flat
Yep.
because you've gone back to defense.
Dude, the dumbbell fucking worked.
33. Oh no!
God!
No.
Damn
Alex,
Oh
why?
no!
Why?
D40, or sorry, D100.
What happens is I throw the dumbbell and it hits you in the face.
A 90.
Okay.
I rolled a 90.
Okay, I throw the dumbbell and you dodge it.
So just roll me another 2d6, Alex.
The dumbbell did not work. I'm sorry, guys.
A 7.
I mean, it seemed to have done quite a spectacular job.
All right. So you see the barrier shift a little bit, and then when he realizes that something's happening, he turns around and just yeets the dumbbell as it kind of skims you on the top of the head, doing no damage.
Yeah. Technically not a fumble anymore.
was
It's
that?
just a fail.
Yeah, as he just mutters under his breath, and you'll hear it.
I hate exercise.
Wait, he threw the dumbbell at me and it hit me. And I
No,
received
it
damage.
just skimmed across the top of your head, like you just felt it shift your hair, and you were like, "The fuck was that?"
Yeah. I throw it like with the power of a nuke, and it goes. It's a huge explosion behind you.
Yeah, like right here, we'll just say there's like a crater in the wall now.
Suddenly,
Oh, we found
Ray
his
gets like out.
weakness.
Ray gets out like 50 dumbbells and starts fucking throwing them.
I don't have that much.
Shame. For shame.
Oh my god.
Next time the bench is gonna pull out a science equipment. I challenge you to a chemistry off.
And then I believe after that, Alexander will try to shoot for this zombie with the bow and arrow on the head.
All right, roll -3.
That'll be archery, right?
Yep.
I didn't. Wasn't there like a special thing for this? That's why you were given it, or did
Oh
you
yeah,
just have
that's
archery?
right. Alex only had archery for his event. We'll say because Martin can't be here, you can get that buff back.
I rolled a 19.
I mean, you
Alright,
are definitely
that's-
in close range.
That's in close range, so go ahead and roll your I believe the bow is 2d6 plus 4.
And I shot at the head. F5.
If you shot at the head, then that's not a 19 anymore. That's now a
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be a
never mind then.
15, but I don't think you called
Yeah,
it out
oh.
beforehand.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Just
because you
default.
didn't call it beforehand, just it's a random body part. Roll 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
If you're gonna do a call chat, you really gotta actually say it.
Okay, I rolled a 12. On the chest.
12
against
to the
this one?
chest. I believe it was this one right here.
Yeah.
Alright. So, because they have no armor, that one takes the arrow to its chest straight through it, then its spine just kind of shatters as the arrow goes backing out, and he collapses, just the different body parts twitching dead.
Alright.
And now I'll end my turn.
Alright, Vivian's gonna go here and try to finish this one off. .28, let me roll its dodge escape.
I believe you get like a +2 for attacking a prone target. Hold on. Let's see if I can find
Well,
it.
I'm decreasing their buff that they get, so they get +0 instead of the +2 they had, so it's the same.
Yeah. Technically, that's like
Alright,
technically
that
I got a
wins.
-2 when I dodged, but I just added it to my defense. I was just making it known that I'm pretty sure they have like a negative.
Alright, 9, again, roll me a body part.
Oh, sorry. Left arm.
Left arm. Alright, so Vivian basically comes up and then shears the arm off of that one, and it now takes enough wound points to kill it. And then she's just gonna back up 1 square, and then that's it. Annika is going to fire 1 more shot at the back one that didn't get knocked prone, called to the head. Ooh. No, we aren't doing a Russian check. I need a rifle check.
But, I mean, aren't those like one and the same?
Yeah, these zombies just go forward.
Only
and
if
they're
you're
just all going,
only if you're in Ukraine. $30, damn.
That looks like
Yeah.
a knee roll.
So it's gonna pop that one's head right off.
Unless if I roll all ones. Yeah, that one's head goes off. Alright, so Gen, you're up.
Well, you see, you have not surrounded me. You've simply placed me in a target-rich environment. And I'm going to make good use of that as 2 elbows and and then a foot to smash the 3rd dude's skull. So that's the first guy, not called, so it will just be random. But 21 to his left leg.
Alright, on the off chance I roll enough criticals to dodge this.
That's fair. I should have done that I should have seen that first, because that can actually affect how much I roll.
Alright, so that had a nat 10, so I get to roll 1 more.
It's already rolled in
And-
there. It just didn't add any of your other bonuses for some reason.
So that would be a 21 because it's got a 6.
Yeah.
Alright, that one's dead. Go again if you're going again.
Yeah. That was the. I rolled the second one because I figured to do it while you were getting back in. It's 28.
Alright, let me roll the dodge on the off chance it's good enough. I'd literally have to get like 4 explosions for this to happen, but hey, you never know.
It's not 10 though.
But that is to the face. So
To the
Damn.
face.
so the first one is like a karate chop into the leg. Second one is an elbow to the dude's skull, and then the third one is going to.
Why you
hopefully
break my
not
toys,
fail.
Chris? Why you break my toys?
Because they're trying to break my friends. That's a 38.
I know I'm not beating this, but for shits and giggles.
Imagine you actually do though.
Watch you get like a 60 right now.
35.
Like, that was damn close. Like, wow.
Chris, can I please roll one more D10 just for shits and giggles?
Sure, go for it. If it hadn't been a 1, what would it have been?
That's beautiful. Oh.
No, Gary, you were the best of them.
Oh!
No, Gary! Gary!
That'd have been another exploded dice, so that would not have been a 1. It'd have been a 45.
Oh. But instead,
Gary!
it can only dream as Gen's massive foot comes down on his chest, caving in his rib cage, crushing it.
All you
all-
hear is just 2 people saying Gary.
Yeah,
All
you,
of a
you
sudden-
just hear the 2 zombies left over there just go, no, Gary!
Gary.
And then Gen's gonna crack his neck and look at Harbinger.
You swear you almost see, like, in that shadowy face where there's mechanics and yet it's just pure shadow. The two eyes glistening out. You almost see like this bluish white grin, just a Cheshire one, go across where the mouth would be.
All right, then
Bring it,
Ivo's
bitch.
gonna get up, and then he's gonna go Capogera, this last one here. Let me
I
get
like a little bit
Ivo
of
shooting
capoeira
one.
on my food.
Yep. Not to be confused with capoeira. Two totally different sects.
That'll be -3. Close that. Da-da-da. 22. Let's see if this guy actually
guy's
dodges.
still prone, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a -2.
You know, Tommy, when I said make the zombies really weak, I was like joking. I actually meant to make them like each Godzillas in their own right. So
Even with the minus, he beat it.
Bam!
yeah.
The dice gods giveth and they taketh.
Oh wait,
Gary,
that was
Gary has fallen, but Steve has arisen.
Steve.
Ivo goes up to like curb stomp the zombie, and it like rolls out the way. Then you just hear it go, "For Gary."
The fucking zombie starts to do capoeira in response.
No, it's got to do a keto because it's got to show up again.
All right, so we're gonna end this turn, and
Hey, the zombies.
you hear more moaning.
Dude, you haven't made the zombies go. You deleted the zombie token turn.
I did.
Yes, you did.
No,
They're gone
nobody
8.
did it.
Well, he deleted the token that the zombies were, but the turn
Yes.
The
itself
tide
is still
we're
there.
tied to.
They go on
Alright,
8.
so this one's gonna go down this way, and then these two are going to go up here, and then they're going to both gang up on Annika. Let me roll their couple attacks.
Plus 1d10.
Yep. There, and here's 2 more, so +2.
Imagine there were not zombies, but there were actually students, and we're just having a,
So that would
Maybe that's
be
what's actually happening right now.
23. So Annika's got
You don't know.
that. I had everyone's sheet open. Why? Why roll 20?
You know, guys, Gennett specifically covered this entire
Wow,
area
the
for you.
zombie actually beat it, so he's gonna bite down.
Well, I mean, it's actually not that hard for them to beat. Because they have a 13, 15. She's only got a plus 15 total. Plus, they have a plus 10, or plus 1d10. Not
Yeah.
but
Ignore that D2, so that 2, so that's 10. Again, roll me a body part. Oh no! Oh no!
I was chanting head in my brain.
Is Hale's character's gonna die when she's not even here?
Sorry, Hales.
So, you guys see those 2 zombies leap out, and one basically hits her in the kneecap, and she bends over, turning around. Then as she turns around, the other one basically bites her in the neck, not biting all the way through, but you see her collapse to the ground unconscious. Unknowing if she's dead or not.
If Gen looks over and turns back to Harbinger, the grin just grows wider.
I mean, it's alright. I barely know her.
The shade!
Oh boy.
I mean, in reality, it's
Oh,
the only one who
Hales
has
is going to leave a fucking 20-page long essay on the fucking comment of this video. Hales, you better do it.
You have to.
Oh,
Lambasting
love you,
this
Hales.
for this travesty.
I mean,
Hey,
he's
the one
not
It
who
may have
calling
been
the
my
zombies.
minion that killed you, Hales, but it was Chris that dealt the finishing blow.
Oh.
Holy shit, man. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh my god, does Ray see this?
Yeah, I can imagine you all see this.
He'd have heard her scream when she got bitten. Whew. Whew. And
The zombies did a thing.
and then this one's gonna go up to Aaron and end its turn. New initiative order, please.